Baka's got a weird case. Why he's still around? Huh? These now legendary words were uttered by Kendrick Lamar on Not Like Us, and guess what? Baka has responded, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your seats. Is he going to talk about his weird case? Is he weird? Ladies and gentlemen, protect hip-hop culture. You see I got the new pink on. You look crispy, don't it? Link in the pink comment. Go grab you one. I'm sending personal thank you videos to everybody who grabs one in the next 4 days. Protect hip-hop culture. Protect women and children. Let's go. We've been waiting for this.
My first initial thing was to respond and respond quickly.
Yeah.
Very efficiently and very to the point.
Very directly.
Yeah, and but like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork to back up your talks. Like
okay, so you can't. So far, Baka said when he heard the line, he wanted to react expeditiously. He wanted to respond right back to Kendrick. You know what I mean? I'm not quite. I'm pretty sure he did say stuff on Twitter. Does he mean like lyrically? Does he mean like he's gonna jump on the track and diss him back? I'm gonna keep it tall. You don't want to do that, Baka. I think the best strategy was to not say anything with your history. And then he also said, you cannot say this without paperwork, without whatever, which is true. You can't put nothing on nobody without like victims, paperwork. But Baka not nice. Just for the people at home who thinks maybe, this whole you need paperwork is people saying you need evidence and proof of what I did. Well, you could see it anywhere. According to Complex Magazine, what was Baka Not Nice charged with? What is the weird case Kendrick Lamar is talking about? Well, in 2014, Baka Not Nice, this is Baka and Drake, Baka Not Nice was arrested for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into being a 304. There we go. Okay, so forcefully a 22-year-old woman. All right. The following year, per Toronto Sun, he pleaded guilty to assaulting the woman and failing to comply with conditions for unrelated firearm charges. The procuring of the 304 and human trafficking charges against him were dropped because the woman refused to testify. Baka, what are you doing, nigga? What do you mean you need paperwork? You really playing the semantic game with this? You were found guilty of assault for this woman. Basically because they couldn't get her to testify because she's probably scared. And they reduced it to a lower charge of assault. But you still... It's weird when you start doing the semantic game because no, I didn't get found guilty on the trafficking. I get found guilty on a lesser charge of assault because the person wouldn't. It's like, bro, what was the assault? This is what people do when they get charges and then they try to they plead down to other charges, try to be like, oh, see, no, nigga. Hey, yo, so I've been putting y'all out to different ways to make money. Well, somebody mentioned Cash Kick, so I checked it out, and boy, I highly recommend it.
Just do it!
So it's an app in the App Store, and it works with other apps that are willing to pay you to play their games, and that's how you get paid.
That money!
It's easy to use because it's all organized into one app, and there's even other ways to make money, like daily cash giveaways or cash back for purchases, but the best way to make them is by just playing the games. Once you download it, all you got to do is find games to play. I recommend Domino Dreams because it's the fastest way to cash out, and they have a ton of other games if you want to play something else. Some of the games pay up to $500 plus. Yes, $500. But if you want to play just casually, there's some games that give you like $10 to $20. Just make sure you follow the instructions as to what levels trigger the payouts. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description so you can start getting your money today. The app is completely free, so make sure you download and you can start right now. Kendrick Lamar said you had a weird case. You 1,000,000% at one point in your life had a human trafficking case. Did you get found guilty of the human trafficking? No. But you got found of assault in the same thing. So, yes, you absolutely have a weird case. You absolutely had a weird case. And being found, there's a bunch of different ways of being found guilty of assault. Assault is like vague. Because screaming at somebody can be assault. But what you were found assault for and what your case was, you absolutely have a weird case. I don't know why you said go look for the paperwork as if this is going to make people go Google this. This is the, according to authorities, and then you said the human trafficking against a woman, against them were dropped because the woman refused to testify. All right. Now, you didn't get found guilty of human trafficking, absolutely not. But you kind of assaulting a woman is still weird when it's a human trafficking case. It's still weird. It's still weird. According to authorities, the victim got into an argument with Baka when she found him passed out drunk as food burned in the oven. Come on, Baka, you can't burn the... what do they be eating? I don't know what they eat in Canada. You can't burn the poutine. I don't know. I don't even know. You can't burn the maple syrup. She told him off for falling asleep with food cooking, and he allegedly pushed her on the floor. The woman allegedly worked as an escort and was reportedly in a relationship with him at the time of being there. So you assaulted this woman and got found guilty of assault while in a human trafficking case. So I don't know why you said that, but yeah. That happened. So anyway, back to this. So that definitely you had a weird case. Man.
Like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork to back up your talks. Like that is ludicrous. Then like to see like a whole nation behind it and celebrating it like it's a true story is unbelievable because.
Baka, did you or did you not have... He's playing semantics right now, bro. First of all, Kendrick never even said you got found guilty of the weird case. He just said, nigga, you had a weird case. Guess who else had a weird case? R. Kelly. And he beat the first one. He had a weird case. If a nigga said, and R. Kelly got a weird case, why is he around? Nobody's going to be like... Well, technically, he was found innocent. You were still... And I just thought of this while editing the video. Baka really said, I'm not a predator. I'm a woman beater. Duh. Like, what type of consolation prize is that? What? And we still don't know because she just didn't testify. So, what? And I get it. Sometimes people throw stuff on people that's false to try to get them in trouble. But you got found guilty of assault, gang. You did get found guilty of assault. And I fully agree. You can't call nobody a snitch. You can't call nobody like a PDF. You can't call nobody nothing unless there's actual paperwork. But there's paperwork.
It's a true story is unbelievable because... You know, everybody...
And then also, Baka, let me help you out here. Because what Kendrick could say is, I think having an assault case against a woman is a weird case. Even if you don't look at that as a weird case, tied to everything else is a weird case. You know how Diddy got that assault video of Cassie, right? So, tied to everything else, Diddy... If it was that as... He was just in jail for the assault with all the freaky stuff we know about him. If Diddy got found innocent of all the freaky stuff and not of the assault, then he also had a weird case.
He has to understand, like I have a kid, Drake has a kid, you know what I mean? So like making accusations like that are like ridiculous and out of this world, you know what I'm saying? So, but like what I was gonna tell you is this, like I was building up a lot of anger and stuff like that, but then I got a call, and I don't know why I got this call. It's like God said something to him or something, but the boy, sorry, it might not have been a call, it might have been a text message, but he messaged me, and he's like, yo, I know what you're feeling, I know you as an individual, and I know how you get down, but I'm just letting you know, like, don't listen to the noise because it's noise. And
Noise.
if you go back and look at all these people that are saying things or having anything to say, they're not even actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't.
He is right. There is a nasty amount of bots going around, but like Baka, it ain't just bots saying that. Like, what is up with OVO and thinking Not Like Us is not like a real song? I don't Baka, there is quite literally videos of kids across the nation, adults across the nation, elderly people across the nation, people from different countries, people from different continents, people of different diasporas, straight and everything in between, every orientation, every religion, they've all said you have a weird case. and at the end of the day, Baka, I don't understand. Are you trying to fight that you didn't? What I would do what Baka, I guess, could do is go, I didn't get found guilty of human trafficking. I did get found guilty of assault. Doesn't that sound weird? Like, especially in a battle too. It's a battle too. It's just like it's not gonna
Even
work.
actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't let
I will say there's a lot of bots on either side. A lot of bots. But Baka, for you to say that the people who are saying this are all bots, that's not true.
that shit bother you, bro.
Facts.
Like, and you know what? Like,
Baka, you had a
I
weird
mean, it's
case,
not a
bro.
good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And
Really? He said, "Hey, at least I'm getting the clout." I don't think that's the clout you want, Gary.
I mean, it's not a good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, like, they're gonna get over this crap because they're
Yeah.
gonna realize there's this crap, and then they're gonna go do their own research. And when you do your own research, you're gonna be like, wow, this guy made up a whole story about something that isn't even true. And
Made up a whole story. All he said was Baka got a weird case. Why why is he around? And they're gonna do their own research. You mean like this? You mean like this? You mean like this, nigga? Where it says in 2014, Baka Nice was arrested for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into 304. Right? This opening line is all the validation Kendrick Lamar needs to say that in a diss song. He's not saying that in the court of law. Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Do you think that niggas ain't gonna think this is a weird case? You didn't get found guilty of this, but nigga, you did get found guilty of assault. What are you talking about, bro? This is gaslighting.
it makes you look weird to me. I don't know.
It does.
But I want to say one thing to America, and y'all need to like get yourself together because, yo, making accusations on people, serious accusations like that, you need to have paperwork. That is the
Oh, like saying your kids aren't yours? Like saying your homie is the father of your children? Y'all niggas is this is what?
rule, like number one rule that everybody goes by. So don't switch up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think this is an awful response. I think this is gonna have the negative. He's gonna Streisand himself. You know what the Streisand effect is? When you acknowledging something to try to make it lesser is actually what makes it more. Baka, I'm gonna keep it tall with you, bro. Any person, I would say 80% of people who reads what happened in your case, what you went there for, and leaving there not completely innocent is gonna be like, yeah, nigga, you had a weird case. You might have beat the weirdest part of the case, but like, did you? She just didn't show up. Which could be that you, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying what you did or didn't do. I'm saying that in a battle rap, Kendrick Lamar's lyric is absolutely valid. And after you asked me to do the research, it actually is more valid. But yeah. And I don't know why you said you had kids. He didn't say like yours was a kid case. You still had a weird case, bro. What are you